Hi everyone, my name's Lily. I am the book reviewer behind Utopia State of Mind, and today I'm laughing because of how bad it is. Today I'm going to be looking at my 2025 series I want to finish and reflecting on them. I reflected on them, and honestly, I did awfully. I don't remember exactly how many I picked. I think I picked, well, I can tell you that I didn't get to five of them. I think I picked seven. So the actual ones that I did get to for sure, two, I think, were the Articles of Urano series. I don't remember what it's called. Trial of the Sun Queen, I think, is the first one. And then I ended up reading, I think, one and two, and it just was not for me. So I finished that, but not really because it wasn't my thing. And then the other one that was on the list was the Hemlock Queen and the Nightshade God. No, Nightshade King is the last one. But the second one, no, it's Foxglove King, Hemlock Queen, Nightshade God. Those are all of them. I actually did read the Hemlock Queen, but I didn't read the Nightshade God. So, did I fit? I mean, look, okay, I held up the Hemlock Queen and I did read that one. I was on the fence, honestly, about finishing the series. I was just on the fence about finishing the series. And I don't honestly know if I will finish it. If you've read the third and you felt kind of similarly, meh, then let me know down below. But anyway, those are the only two kind of that I actually did any work on. The ones, to refresh your memory, that I didn't do any work on was that I wanted to read the last in the Atlas 6 series. Didn't read it. Have been talking all over social media about how I want to read it. Didn't read it. I also wanted to finish the First Sister series. I've read the First Sister and the second, I don't remember what it's called, but I haven't read the last one. So that one I didn't get to. I own all of those on audiobooks. Similarly, I never finished Mirrored Heavens. That is the third book in the Black Sun series. Didn't read it. Blood and Steel. I actually read for Blood and Steel, I think 1 and 2, but not done with all 4. Got halfway through, but not done with all 4. And they were all out by that time. So when I said that, I think I kind of meant that I would finish that. But I didn't. Then there was the Gilded Ones, which I have read only the Gilded Ones, but I haven't read the other two. I don't remember what they're called. I know one is called the Merciless Ones, but I haven't read the other two of the series. So the check-in and reflection, honestly, about how 2025 was it was awful. It was dismal. The only ones that I actually read were ones that I didn't really think I would continue finishing the series. So, where does that leave us for 2026? Well, I am going to renew my commitment to read all of those. If you want to see my thoughts about book ones or just more of my thoughts, I will leave the actual video down below. I don't want to necessarily rehash everything that I said, but because who am I if I don't love pain? And if I'm not a glutton for punishment, I'm going to add on books. So basically, those were 5 that I didn't finish from 2025. How apt. 5 failures from 2025. And I'm going to add on to them this beautiful stack of books. So let me just pick them up here. These are the ones that I want to add on and read in 2026. I need to do like an actual count of how many that is, because it would be nice if it was one a month, but let's go. So Atlas Complex, last one. First Sister, only one of those. Black Sun, also only one of those. Blood and Steel, 2 of those. The Gilded One series, 2 of those. Paladins, the ones that I have in my hands, there's 3. That's 10. Not looking good. Then there's 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't think we're gonna get there. Let me just say that. I don't think we're gonna get there, but what am I if not optimistic at the beginning of 2026? So, I'm just gonna walk you through these picks from right here and my delusion here. So let me start off with the first 3, basically. I really, really loved Paladin's Grace. It's actually on my pile of things I'm going to film a bit later for my favorites of 2025. So I feel like I should finish the rest. These are the other 3. Orbit kindly sent me them, and I definitely want to read them. They're kind of all interconnected, I guess, but they're not like a series in the sense that it's kind of one character. I thought it was, which is why I had put off jumping into these ones, but then I realized as I was writing my review that's not what it is, and I could have just jumped into these, but these ones are definitely on the list for ones, and there's 3 of them. So, there we go. The next one on the list is that I have not read That Time I Got Drunk and Needed a Love Potion at a Werewolf. I've read the first one, and I think I read the third one, but not the second one. And I really want to finish having read these, and I hate that I read them out of order. It doesn't make a huge bit of difference because I read book 3, and I still really enjoyed that one, and I wasn't confused. But I want to read this one because I really love Kimberly Lemming's books. They're just so fun and so swoony as well. So I definitely want to read this one. Then I really want to get this book off of my TBR. Twisted Fates is the second one in the series, and actually there's a third one. And let's just be real, I'm not going to add that to my list because I'm not that delulu. But basically, Twisted Fates is the second one after Stolen Time. It is a YA time traveling. It doesn't feel dystopian, but like a YA time traveling series. I've really enjoyed Stolen Time. I feel like I've heard no one talk about Stolen Time, but I really enjoyed it. It was kind of like a time traveling espionage. Very intrigued by where that series is going to go. So this is it. As I said, I think that there's a third one. But we'll see about the third one after I finish this one. This one I've had on my TBR ever since I read Stolen Time. And just for reference, Editor Me will put the year of my review for Stolen Time here just to out myself even more. But I really want to read this one, so it's on this one. And you know what? I'm going to take these books. I'm going to stare them directly at my face for all of this. I'm going to put them right next to my bed. And then finally, it is 3 Shattered Souls and 4 Ruined Kingdoms. These are the last 2 in the Broken Blades. I know that May Corland is coming out with a Verity Guild, another one, which I'm so excited about. But I want to read these ones, and actually I saved them because these are my book trophy shelf. But I actually own these ones in audiobook, and that's how I would prefer to read them because I love when there are multiple perspective books that are read by multiple narrators. It just helps me kind of audio cue my brain to keep everyone's stories separately. I also love what each narrator is able to bring to the story. And so I'm going to read those ones on audiobook. But anyway, those are my Delulu 2026 series plans. Let me know down below your thoughts on any of these series. And also let me know if you think I shouldn't continue them. Because that might impact, honestly, how I feel about whether I should continue reading them. Because as you can tell, that's 14 books alone. So that's more than one a month. And I was already kind of ready emotionally to commit to 12 books. But now I'm not so sure. Anyway, I hope you have a really great rest of your reading day, week, month, and 2026 year. And honestly, just down below, just send me all the good vibes and crossed fingers because I'm going to need them. I'll see you later. Bye.